Shalom Yasharallah, peace be unto the nation of Israel, whom Almighty they so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and speckled bird Israelites, being an Israelite foreigners scattered across the four corners of the earth, including within America, Babylon the Great, the main place for captivity, and we are the Most High, Yahweh's chosen people of the nation of Israel. So without further ado, as always, in the Paleo Hebrew, meaning the ancient Hebrew, I'm going to give all praises, glory, infinite honor to my power, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, whom is the God of the living, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Baruch Kodash, which is our praise to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, and the Holy Spirit, whom is our strength and our Redeemer, and our light and our salvation. In the same tongue, I'm utter Mashana, Kabawadim, Lahasaquanium, Shal, Galarabakab, many double honors to the apostles and elder bishops, great millstone, the men of One West, whose labors we have entered into. And Shalom, honor and salutations to Bayashad Awadah, the 144,000 elect governing body of the house of David, along with the rest of the one-third elect men, women, and children of Israel. All right, it's your fellow servant, Malak Rayab, just back at it again. With another prophetic update through the spirit of prophecy. All right, which is the testimony of our Lord and Savior, Hamashiach Habashai, whom the masses of the world ignorantly refers to Jesus Christ. And this concerning this last world's war, Harmer God won, prophesied in Revelation, the 16th chapter. All right, prophesied to take place in the area, all right, of West Asia, deceitfully referred to as the Middle East by Esau, Edom, the subclient white man, the devil the Bible speaks of, who's provoking this war, all right, against the proxies, okay, of Iran, okay, you know, the Muslim partners, okay, of Iran, you know, further use as proxies, okay, specifically referring to Hezbollah of Lebanon. All right, and why the exchange of airstrikes, you know, has intensified between the Israelis, okay, the Khanam had Amalekites, okay, on behalf of the throne of iniquity, the international crime banking families, okay, and Iran, all right, through these various proxies of Iran, including Hezbollah specifically, okay, because they're getting ready to destroy themselves. Okay, mainly on behalf of the Israelis and Edomites of America and NATO, and Iran and their proxy armies. All right, through Hezbollah of Lebanon, the Houthis on behalf of Yemen, and you have the HAMAS group on behalf of Gaza, and they're and the Muslim Brotherhood. Okay. That'll be involved in this last world's war, okay, including those who support Iran and their proxies being a BRICS union. So it's gonna result in a slaughter. It's gonna result in a direct and complete and utter slaughter of America and the state of Israel, okay, as a part of the Edomites being chased out of the world, as prophesied in Job 18 and 18. So I'm going to bring in this information through a few news clips and filter everything to biblical prophecy. And Adam will write this out as be further edifying and exhorting to elect. So you can see here in this first article entitled Israeli Airstrikes on Hezbollah in Lebanon Escalate and Biggest Attack Since October 7th. All right, you can see here, it says explosions boomed across Lebanon on Monday as the Israeli army carried out its most widespread attacks on Lebanon in almost a year, eliminating more than 270 people and wounding more than 1,000, according to Lebanon's health ministry. So I'm going to play this clip here.
We advise civilians from Lebanese villages located in and next to buildings and areas used by Hezbollah for military purpose, such as those used to store weapons, to immediately move out of harm's way for their own safety.
Yes, I am, but we're going to do everything we can to keep a wider war from breaking out. And we're still pushing hard. Thank you.
All right, so Sleepy Creepy Joe, the puppet, all right, of the Israeli government, and really on behalf of the wicked international crime banking family, spewing his nonsensical nonsense or nonsensical rhetoric means absolutely nothing, providing no insight whatsoever. Just further keeping that wool, okay, over people's eyes to what's really going on over there, okay, and that's devastation. All right, so this is the most recent report on behalf of the retaliation of Amalek against Hezbollah on behalf of Iran. So I'm going to get the previous report regarding Hezbollah. All right, this is on France 24 news platform. It says Hezbollah hits back the Israelis with more than 100 rockets across a wider and deeper area. All right, look, there was some breaking news there, Salakia. Let me see if I can click out of it and come back. But anyway, says Hezbollah launched more than 100 rockets early Sunday across a wider and deeper area of northern Israel, with some landing near the city of Haifa, as Israel launched hundreds of strikes on Lebanon. The sides appeared to be spiraling towards all-out war, all right, following months of escalating tensions. More information with France 24 correspondent in Beirut, Lebanon, Rawad Taha. So I'm going to play this next clip. Actually, let me go ahead and skip this clip here. All right, it's a little lengthy. Essentially goes into brings out the same information that I spoke about. Now, according to Esau Edom, part of Hezbollah's rocket attacks included residential areas in Israel. Okay, as Amalek has targeted residential areas in Lebanon. Okay, as has been brought out. All right, so I'm going to get this first precept in the book of Joel, chapter 3, and verse 9. All right, Salaki for the delay, bringing out the precepts, but this is the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 9, and it reads, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up." All right, so the mighty men of these heathen nations, all right, through their military, okay, are going to engage in this war, this last world's war, okay, Harmageddon, modernly known as World War III. Joel 3:10 says, "Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I'm strong." And that's the attitude of these weaker heathen nations in terms of their, the comparison of their global sovereignty, including their resources, compared to that of America. All right, the hammer of the entire earth is prophesied in Jeremiah 50 and 23. Okay, all right, through the military industrial complex, their intelligence agencies, okay, their geopolitical influence on behalf of their wine, their Western philosophy, okay, the military doctrine on behalf of the military industrial complex, okay, including their military deals, okay, including those that they've broken with Iran, and so forth, okay, is a part of the hammer of the entire earth, the wicked covering cast of the entire earth, a whore that sits upon many waters in Revelation 17:1, as in America, Babylon the Great. So the weak are saying they're strong. They're standing up to this bully, this beast system. All right, further suppressing the power, the global power of America, Babylon the Great, by challenging them militarily. Okay, further breaking down the strongholds and attacking them directly, man. Okay, or in this case, attacking them indirectly and soon to be directly. Okay, targeting these 800 to 800 plus military bases, all right, of NATO. And then targeting the source, which is America, Babylon the Great. All right. So they're no longer in the spirit of, using their plowshares in terms of attending to their agricultural needs, of their sovereignty and so forth. Okay, supporting their economy. Okay, through the farming industry and so forth. Now hence them beating their plowshares into swords, transitioning over to that mindset of attending to the care of their sovereignty. Okay, in an agricultural sense. All right. To a military, a full-fledged military sense, man. Okay, and protecting their sovereignty that way. All right, because you Edomites are no longer the only nation, okay, that is feared by way of your weapons of mass destruction. So this is Joel 3:11, and it says, "Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord Yahweh." All right, and the mighty ones of the spiritual realm are going to come down and involve themselves in this war, as is prophesied in Isaiah the 13th chapter, 2nd Ezra the 13th chapter, Revelation the 12th chapter, and so forth. All right, Joel 3:12. "Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yehoshaphat, for there will I judge, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about." So that area of Yehoshaphat is around the so-called Middle East. Okay, which I'm going to go ahead and substantiate with this next prophecy in Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 20. And it reads, "Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord Yahweh, that he had taken against Edom and his purposes, that he had purpose against the inhabitants of Teman," right? Representing the Germans. Okay, on behalf of the Manhattan Project, okay, that was responsible for further developing the weapons of mass destruction used in World War II. Okay, so it says, "Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them." All right, and the least of the flock are the Conam Malachites over there in the Holy Land, perpetrating to be us. All right, the holy children of Yasharallah, of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai. All right, so the least of the flock of the Edomites are going to be were prophesied to be drawn out of their habitations. Okay, or including the Holy Land where they're dwelling at, perpetrating or further perpetrating fraud that they're the chosen of the Lord. All right. So this is the following verse in verse 21. "The earth is moved at the noise of their fall. At the cry, the noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea." All right. So the Red Sea is within the area, the biblical area of Yehoshaphat. Okay, where this last world's wars prophesied to take place. So we actually look up the area of the Red Sea. You can see it's in between Egypt, okay, and the Euphrates River. All right, around Saudi Arabia, Iraq, all right, Iran, Turkey, Syria, Russia, and all those areas are going to be involved in this last world's war. Okay, and that's why drones, okay, were fired from Iraq into Israel, okay, in response to those pager attacks, okay, which were used as booby traps to target Hezbollah and civilians in Lebanon. Okay, so I'm going to speak on that with this report here. Okay, on the Hill platform, says Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah says Israel's pager attacks amounted to declaration of war. All right, his Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah said Thursday that Israel's daily pager and handheld radio attacks that targeted his fighters across Lebanon amounted to a declaration of war, calling it a major aggression against his people. In a highly anticipated speech, Nasrallah said this week's attacks were a genocide and a war crime against Lebanon, in addition to a declaration of war, which led to about 37 fatalities. Okay, a minimum of at least 37 fatalities. Okay, and this past Friday, when the Israelis attacked Hezbollah, Lebanon, that resulted in about 45 fatalities. A minimum of at least 45 fatalities. Okay, so with that, I'm gonna go ahead and play this clip here. All right. Before I do, I just wanted to go ahead and speak on the fact that the Red Sea, is in between Egypt, all right, and the Euphrates River, all right, which is near the Syria and Iraq region. All right. You can see here Lebanon is located northwest of Egypt, which is spiritual because within the southern peninsula of Egypt, okay, near Mount Sinai, within Mount Sinai is where the Heavenly Father Yahweh, okay, used our forefather Moses to provide the 10 Commandments, or Salaki, the 613 Commandments to Yasharallah, the descendants of Jacob, the Israelites. So it's very spiritual that this is around the area of the Euphrates River, okay, the Red Sea, okay, the Tigris River, and so forth, within these biblical areas where this last world war is prophesied to take place, to remove the heathen, the natural Gentiles, from the Holy Land of Israel specifically, okay? So this is the purpose of this last world war, to remove the undesirables, the natural Gentiles from the land, and to further restore the Israelites, okay, back into the land, including the unnatural Gentiles, okay, a part of the elect, all right, who forgot they were Israelites, all right, and restore them back into the land. It says in Isaiah 2:4 how that land will no longer learn war anymore, because the true children of Israel, the holy people, will be restored back into the land, okay, within the aftermath of this last world's war, Armageddon. So go ahead and play. Go ahead and play this quick clip, all right, from Democracy Now! Or Fair Use.
This news is funded by viewers like you. Please support our work at democracynow.org/give. We begin today's show in Lebanon, where Israel's attacked more than 300 sites today, and fears of a broader regional war are growing. Al Jazeera and other media outlets report 100 people were killed in the wave of strikes today, 400 more wounded, as the Israeli army steps up pressure on Hezbollah. United Nations Chief Antonio Guterres told CNN he feared, quote, the possibility of transforming Lebanon into another Gaza. Earlier today, Israel instructed residents of southern Lebanon to leave their homes if they live near any site used by Hezbollah. Israel sent text messages, made phone calls to tens of thousands of people in what Lebanese officials decried as a form of psychological warfare. This is a Lebanese shopkeeper in Beirut.
I say this is the beginning of the war. Definitely the beginning of a war.
This comes after Israel killed at least 45 people Friday in a massive airstrike on a densely populated residential neighborhood of Beirut. The dead include 6.
So not only are they're not just targeting Hezbollah military targets, they're targeting civilian neighborhoods, and that's the MO, the modus operandi of Amalek and the rest of the Edomites, the rest of the Edomite nation. Okay, you carry out these tyrannical, full-fledged, merciless attacks, okay, on so-called innocent civilians, for the sake of your regime, your satanic NWO agenda. We know in Job 4:7 it says, "Who shall perish? Who shall perish be innocent?" So there's no such thing as innocent individual, as we know that spiritually. But on the outside looking in, all right, for those to question, these attacks. Rightfully so, because they're targeting so-called innocent civilians that have nothing to do, with this, within this military conflict. Okay, case in point. So I just wanted to go and speak on that, but going to continue.
16 members of Hezbollah, including 2 senior commanders, Ibrahim Akil and Ahmed Wahbi.
So they're taking out more military commanders and leaders of these Iran proxies, and Iran specifically. Okay, including Soleimani, all right, and they're even taking out nuclear scientists, okay, partially responsible for contributing to the development of their weapons of mass destruction to defend themselves against the tyranny of Amalek within the state of Israel, and Esau, Edom, of that Edomite regime in America and NATO. All right, so something is eventually gonna have to give. Because you keep targeting their top military and political leaders, and even eliminating journalists, okay, that is exposing your wickedness, all right?
Lebanon's transportation minister Ali Hamia condemned the Israeli attacks.
العدو الإسرائيلي بإجرامه.
The Israeli enemy, with all its continued crimes, with the excuse of pursuing Hezbollah, has targeted a residential compound.
قام بقصف مجمع سكني.
It has committed a massacre to a residential building against unarmed children, women at their homes.
شو اللي عم يعملوا بلبنان؟ شو اللي عم يعملوا بالمنطقة؟
The Israeli enemy is taking the region to war.
Hezbollah responded by firing a barrage of rockets into Israel, targeting an air base and weapons factories. Meanwhile, former CIA director, former Defense Secretary Leon Panetta, has accused Israel of terrorism for rigging thousands of walkie-talkies and pagers to explode in a coordinated attack last week that killed at least 37 people, injuring thousands more in Lebanon. Panetta spoke to CBS News.
All right, so that was that on that. And this is why you Amalekites are going to get chased out of that land because you don't belong there. Okay, this is Isaiah chapter 26, verse 13. And let me read Jeremiah 49:21 again. It says, the earth is moved at the noise of their fall, at the cry, the noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea. Okay, specifically in the state of Israel. Okay, it was where that simultaneous earthquake is going to be felt by the world. This is prophesied in the book of Revelation, all right, in the book of Isaiah, the 24th chapter, and so forth, all right. And then once again, this is the area, okay, surrounding the Red Sea, okay, all right, of nations are going to contribute into this global earthquake by the cause of shooting these ICBM missile warheads, okay, against you Amalekites over there in the Holy Land and in America, Babylon the Great, you Edomites in America, Babylon the Great, man. Okay, because America and the state of Israel are going to be devastated completely by thermonuclear fire radiation. Okay, all right, through the element of fire cleansing the wickedness on behalf of you Edomites. So this is Isaiah 26 and 13. All right, Isaiah chapter 26 verse 13 reads, O Lord, Salakia. Hold on, this is not it. Let me see. Verse 10, Salakia. Let favor be shewed to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, all right? And will not behold the majesty of the Lord Yahweh. So, favor's been partially showed to the wicked. Okay, the basis of all men set up by Yahweh, pursuing Daniel 4:17. Okay, as a result of, the curses against the true children of Israel, okay, for deliberately transgressing the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh by Shemeshai, as a result setting up the lowest and vilest of all the heathen nations, the Edomites, above us, okay, and the chief of their nation, their Edomite nation, being Amalek, okay, above the children of Israel, pursuing Deuteronomy 28 and 43. And this is the real reason why St. Luke, the 21st chapter, has been fulfilled of Gentiles inhabiting the Holy Land of Jerusalem. This is why you Amalekites over there, okay, perpetrating fraud, okay, yet not fulfilling any of the curses that was to befall the children of Israel, including them being expelled out of the land and dispersed across the four corners of the earth, mainly by chattel slavery, through the transatlantic slave trade, the trans-Saharan slave trade, and so forth. Okay, prophesied in Deuteronomy 28 and 68, further identifying who the lost 12 tribes of Israel are. All right, so this is why this war is commencing, to rid that land of the undesirables, the natural Gentiles, the filth of the earth, the disease of the earth, prophesied in Sirach 10 and 10. All right, this is why favor has been shewed to the wicked. Okay, because in that land of uprightness, the holy land of milk and honey, you were not to learn righteousness, and hence why you're dealing unjustly. Okay, massacring people. Okay, including them Ishmaelites over there, that particular group. Okay, of Ishmaelites over there. Okay, worshiping a Western wall with your head covered, which is madness and wickedness, because you're not supposed to have your head covered when you pray, and you're committing more idolatry, worshiping a Western wall. Okay, praying to nothing. Okay, all right. Then you indulge in sodomy, then the annual sodomite parade in Tel Aviv. You see that? So this is why you were being exposed, because you don't belong over there, and this is why you're going to be removed from that land. Okay, in the land of uprightness. This is Job 18 and 14. All right, Job chapter 18, verse 14, and it reads, his confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terrors. All right, it shall dwell in his tabernacle, because it is none of his. Brimstone shall be scattered upon his habitation. Okay, through this last world's war, thermonuclear fire radiation. It says, his roots shall be dried up beneath, and above shall his branch be cut off. All right, your habitation of wickedness, your foundation of evil, through the wicked covering cast, okay, of your evil, all right, through America, is going to be destroyed. Okay, for supporting the wickedness of little America, okay, who you answer to, whose tax-paying dollars funds their massacre over there in the Holy Land, which is why they're going to be destroyed over there in the Holy Land. All right, verse 17. His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the street. Verse 18. He shall be driven from light into darkness, and chased out of the world. All right, meaning you're going to be destroyed. And part of you being chased out of the world is being chased out of the Holy Land in the midst of this last world's war. All right. So I'm going to go back to news break. All right, see if there was any other news clips I want to speak on. That's pretty much it. So I'm gonna go ahead and play one last news clip, bring out a few more precepts, and that'll be the lesson. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and play.
Hey, listen up.
Quick
Are you a
here.
real estate investor or considering starting investing in real estate?
All right, fair use.
Led by Lebanese Shia cleric,
I'm going to start around this mark here.
to retaliate and says it's not if, but when.
If the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff asked me who would win a war between Iran and Israel, I would say, sir, I hope we never have to find out.
But if he said, okay, but I will still want an answer.
And if he insisted on knowing the answer, I would say that Iran has the ability, through its proxies, to light the entire region on fire. And regardless of who is left standing on the battlefield, that is a loss for everyone, including Iran and including Israel, because a war between Iran and Israel would leave both of them absolutely decimated, devastated, and in ruins, as well as the region around them. That's how serious it is.
What about a war between Hezbollah and Israel?
When it comes to war between Hezbollah and Israel, you can't separate that from a war between Iran and Israel.
And just like she said, the Pentagon Middle East advisor, okay, said that everyone in that region will be completely devastated, in result of this last world's war. Okay, mainly between the Israelis, Amalek, all right, the biblical Amalekites, and Iran, the biblical Persians of the biblical nation of Elam. Okay, and who's that region she mentioned that will be involved in its destruction? Okay, everyone around the Red Sea, everyone within the areas of the Red Sea and the Euphrates River. Prophesied in Revelation, the 16th chapter. Okay, specifically Revelation 16 and 12. Joel 3, verses 9 and 12, Isaiah, it's like Jeremiah 49, verses 20 to 21. Okay, everyone within that particular area surrounding the Red Sea and the Euphrates River, okay, would include these nations here: Turkey, okay, Syria and Russia, okay, prophesied in Ezekiel the 38th chapter to go to war against the Israelis in America. Okay, Iraq will get involved in the Muslim Brotherhood. Okay, Saudi Arabia will get involved. All right, and that's why they're a top geopolitical and geoeconomic partner of China, another formidable adversary to America and NATO and the Israelis. Okay, so in this last world's war, like I said in prophesied in Jeremiah 49:20, the least of the flock shall draw them out. These nations are going to eventually going to have to choose a side. Okay, and despite which side they're going to choose, they're all going to be destroyed through their military. That is, okay. All right, and those who survive on behalf of the leaders will be the first fruits of slavery. Okay, prophesied in 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter. Okay, a part of that great company that will be afraid in the midst of Hamashiach and Habashai within the aftermath of this last world's war, witnessing the devastation of their countries and their armies. All right, so this is 2nd Ezra, chapter 16. I'm gonna start at verse 13. It reads, "For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrows that he shooteth." All right, his arrows that he shooteth. Give me 1 second. For strong, it says, "For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss. When they begin to be shot into the ends of the world, okay, and these arrows are these nukes, these flying swords in Isaiah 34, all right, they're going to be shot by these proverbial archers, all right, these leaders, these heathen leaders of these nations, okay, these top leaders of these heathen nations, all right, shooting their arrows within the ends of the earth of the world, all right, referring to these intercontinental ballistic missiles, all right, traveling from one continent to another. This is what this is speaking about, man, through the spirit of prophecy. Verse 14 says, behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. What is the foundation of the earth? Let's go and get that. Isaiah 25 and 7. Isaiah 25 and 7. And he will destroy in his mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. And that veil spread over all nations, it is Western philosophy of the whore, America, Babylon the Great. Okay, including her military industrial complex. Okay, which is going to result in her devastation and detriment. And everyone who supports the satanic council of Esau, Edom on behalf of Amalek. Okay, for those joined hand in hand will not go unpunished. It's prophesied in Proverbs 11:21. For the master and his servant will suffer likewise punishment. Prophesied of Wisdom of Solomon 18:11, man. Okay, so this is why America, Babylon the Great, and the state of Israel will be destroyed. Okay, and within the aftermath of this last world's war, all right, the elect of Yasharallah will be taken back to the Holy Land, where the entire nation of Israel, okay, under the second holy covenant, will dwell in everlasting righteousness. All right, under the grace of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it off on that note. Pray this epistle is further edifying, exhorting to the elect, and give all praises, glory, infinite honor to my power, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, whom is the God of the living, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai Barach. And with that, Abba Ball, soon and very soon. All right, and leave this off with a curse against Amalek, Esau, and all those joined on to them, the rest of the heathen. May Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai Barach Babakashah Shalak Rayam Wa Anashim Wa Haragium Wa Mashapadium Wal Kal Adawamium Wa Gawayum Wa Abibinawa Babakashah Abanawa Yahweh Ba'Hashem Hamashiach Yahweh Shai Barach Babakashah the water, the miyat, Tawab, Aman, Shalom, Labachayim, and on to the next one.